Hello and welcome, my Libra friends, to your November 2015 reading. And Libra is a air sign, a cardinal air sign. And your season is the autumn. So, for any of you who had those October birthdays, well, belated happy. But when I do my monthly readings, I always wish you all a happy birthday. But yes, so we're going to work with your energies today and the energies of where we are. We just had a full moon in the earth sign of Taurus with Venus in the house, and then your new moon was a couple of weeks ago, my Libra friends, and Venus in La Casa again. So I'm looking forward to how your read will come about because I kind of love Lady Venus and all that she does for us with her compassion and her wisdom and creative umph. And it's the feminine principle is here, and I'm one to bring forward that energy and that knowledge and wisdom because I believe the goddesses can bring us all back to a wonderful, peaceful planet. So let's start pulling some cards and see what we decide to do. Okay, um, I decided in all the readings for November, I chose to work with Ciro Marchetti's The Gateway to the Divine Tarot. I think it's done us pretty good for the other signs if you've watched, and if you have a sun sign or your moon sign or rising ascendant and whatever zodiac sign. I think it's come out, and this is the High Priestess here, all right, and she's already come through, so I very much like that. And then I also wanted to work with the Aquarian Tarot because the Aquarius are also um, the air sign, and I want to make sure that this is an old deck of mine. Actually, this has to be like from I have lots of decks, but this is probably the top seven I first got, and this also has the lovers on the back. So I figured this would be good for the air signs that we're gonna work with. Yes, 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 and that's going to be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Okay, and actually Gemini, your trump card is the lovers card. Okay, Gemini. So I'll be coming working with that. And then I wanted to introduce this other deck that I hardly work with for the YouTube. It's called the Tarot of the Spirit World. But since we're coming on to the end of the month, and we have, and this is the High Priestess also in the front here. Okay, that's the High Priestess. We've got the Halloween coming here, and this is the time where the veil is the thinnest that we can call in our spirit guides, our ancestors, our beloved ones who have passed. So let's see what the spirit guide has to say. And then I'm also, for every zodiac sign, I'm closing with one card from Archangel Raphael Healing. I did a video because I kept seeing the number 333, which I've always seen the numerology numbers, but this was just happening, back to back, morning, noon, and night. So I dropped this video and worked with Lady Isis and the Ascended Masters, and what pretty much came through was health and healing. So that's why I've brought these cards out to see what Archangel Raphael has to say for us regarding our health and healing. So let's get comfortable, position yourselves, and I'm working with a 6-card spread for these readings, for these monthly zodiac readings, and yeah, and they pretty much, this is the last um, 3 videos I'm going to be dropping. The other 9 videos have come out pretty well, I think, positive, informative, and it really is about um, tapping that intuition. That's the main theme. Patience, main theme, and then the health and healing also. Okay, and but let's continue now. So just get comfortable, and I like to do some deep breathing while I pull cards. So just take a deep breath and Get your thoughts, you know, putting out the intentions for this new month of November. And we can still work with this powerful full moon we just had in Taurus. You know, release what no longer serves you, and put out those new intentions for this weekend too, for the new month. Okay, let's take another deep breath. Inhale. Exhale slowly. And really concentrate on your senses. And I hope you do work with pulling in your ancestors this weekend. And last deck here. All right. Oop. Uh-oh, look at that. I don't know if you all saw that. This one popped out. This just kind of fell out. And this is a wild card, or, you know, they put an extra card in the deck sometimes. So this is a wild card. So, okay. Something else wants to be said here. So let me just pick one more card from the spirit deck here. Okay, the Tarot of the Spirit World wanted to make another impression with us. So that's curious to know, because this weekend is the weekend to call in on your spirits, guides, the loved ones, and oh my goodness, this card just kind of slid out too. All right, well, we have some bonuses card. This is the first time I've had 2 bonus cards come through for a reading. So Libras, you're it. Okay, well, let's see. This might be a little longer read because we got some other cards here, but that's okay. I did not pick those cards. They wanted to come through. Ah, wonderful. And Major Arcana starts us out with Temperance. And that's beautiful because that has been the theme, a major theme of all the readings for November 2015 is patience. And Temperance is all about that patience, okay? All about it. And what I love about the Temperance also is that this card is the Alchemist, okay? If you're new to my channel, we concentrate on becoming the magicians within, becoming our own alchemists, okay? And you can see she's working with both water and fire there, okay? To make that alchemy happen. So wonderful. That's just so beautiful. And we've been talking about the sun, you know, looking up to the sun and being grateful for its energy and its powers, okay? But Temperance is here and you know, teaching us, telling us, yes, we can be our own alchemists, okay? Yes, we can. And that's about your higher self too. And for those of you who, you know, raised in religion and you keep with it, that's all good. Just study the good of it all right? But it's mainly, for me, spirituality, okay? That's the direct meaning I take from it. This is all about, you know, working with the higher realm, tapping that spiritual side, spirituality, the truth of it, you know, the honesty of it, okay? Very nice. And usually the Temperance card comes with good judgment too. It's a wonderful card to start out the reading. I'm very, you know, it's about beauty too. This is just like a kind of a soft, gentle feel to it, but it has much power because working with fire and water there, plus the air, plus the earth, it's all good. You're working with those elements, okay? Nice. Major Arcana. All right. And that came from the Divine Gateway to the Divine Tower, which is really fun. Ooh, looky here. I've been waiting when he was going to come. Yes, the devil himself is here. Yes, he is. And that's why Temperance came out to balance these energies, no doubt. But he's another one. He's another master magician. The devil is, no doubt about it. You know, he knows all about alchemy too. That's why he's powerful. That's why he is. But he uses it for, you know, the dark side. But there's balance and there's wisdom. There's wisdom, you know, wisdom with the devil, no doubt about it. But you know, usually it comes from his ego, you know, no spiritual higher realm for him. You know what I mean? He likes to dominate. Okay, that's how his thoughts work. You know, about material, you know, it's all about money to him, you know. Money, it's about materialness, you know, and having like worldly success, you know, but he gains it at any means. It doesn't matter if he hurts people, it doesn't matter if he steals from people, it doesn't matter if he kills for it. Okay? It's just all about that. But he does he does rule karma though, the devil does. So, you know, and I in the metaphysics of how I like to work with the cards and teach if that's the word I do, but in the respect that, you know, you get what you give. No doubt about it. We all, at the end, you get weighed, you know, the feather on the scale like the Egyptians used to. Your soul is weighed and what you have done and accomplished. And, you know, if you team up with this energy, you don't, all is healed and loved in heaven, but you don't go to heaven, okay? Because really, the devil is one who has no soul in a way. That's why he keeps these trapped souls here. I got to make a video just for him because he's you know, he's the soul catcher. You know, he keeps those souls in that cold tundra void, you know, at the dark side of the moon. All right, but look comes we have the Ace of Wands here, and this is the fire spirit coming through saying, listen, it's all about new beginnings. We're starting from square one, okay? And you can do it, okay? And you should have the desire to do it, okay? The desire to start anew. And that's what this super moon was about, full moon also. You know, we release what no longer serves us and we put the intentions out for the next coming 2 weeks for that new moon to realize our potentials, okay? Because they're here for us. So just take it, you know, step by step, because it's all about beginnings. And the ritual that I did about the Samhain, this Halloween, is also about, you know, endings. So working with that full moon, we do the endings. Hasta la vista, goodbye to the endings, because we're gonna work with our new beginnings. All right. Okay, new beginnings. And look at this, how fabulous. Well, Luna's come out. The moon. How cool, how cool. So no doubt. See, and that's one thing. Luna's very powerful. Okay. The moon. The high priestess also works with the moon. Okay. And this is again all about the feminine principle. The feminine principle with the high priestess and dreams and your imagination, intuition, okay, um, that mystical, the occult, the psychic, okay, the psychic in you. And some of it is secretive too, because it's about the hidden realms, the hidden realms. And I do believe, you know, I do believe that when the devil's around here, you know, I do believe that that's where he keeps these lost souls at the dark side of the moon. Okay, that's why he has power too. He knows how to work with Luna. Okay, and that is powerful when you learn to work with her. Okay, you learn to work with her phases, and you know I really believe we should change to that 13 moon cycle calendar year, that we follow the moon again. But many of you do, especially if you're farmers and things like that. But for for the rest of us, and so we need to look up. Okay, look up. And I've been these last 2 months of full moons, powerful. This in Florida, we've had all this overcast weather in my area. It's been so crazy because I'm a moon gazer. I'm everybody knows I love taking pictures of Luna, but I nothing to take. So, but that she's come through is awesomeness. Okay, awesomeness. But you know, if you have to learn to work with it because her energies are real strong, and that's when some people say, "Oh, I get afraid of the moon," and because it can bring confusion, it can bring insecurity. If you're not a confident individual, yes, she can mess with you too. That's why the devil works with the moon, no doubt about it. And those into the dark occult, that's why they work with the moon. But I look at her in a whole different way. Wow, okay, so we from the what's the name? Tarot of the Spirit World, we have the Four of Wands coming through. Okay, the Four of Wands. And I always say that, you know, that four is like that stability, that square, the 4 points there, and the pyramids were built on 4 points. So it's about stability, but also that you still have a little more to work with your emotions, and not so much emotions, but with the fire spirit of your emotions. Okay, okay. Don't let anything um, work to defeat you. Okay, because there's so much potential. There's so much potential. All right, and you can see the wands are budding there. You see the potential of growth, but it's still just a young number here, number 4. So you know, don't work with spirit. Okay, don't let the ghosts of your past come to haunt you. Okay, keep looking up, and we're going to work towards the future here. But we have a priest here praying for you. Okay, so never give up. Never give up. Don't let the darkness come to you. Okay, because there's much to give. You know, just it's like have strength of mind, peace of mind. Have it within you. Okay, don't let other outside forces affect you. Okay, all right. Let's keep moving here. All right. Okay, well look what we got the Tower card too. Okay, so we can see that for the Libras here, which is an air sign, you guys have the mental thoughts all the time too, thinking too much. But I have to bring it up this way too, that we have uh, the the devil, and the next major arcana that comes in the numbers here, 15 and 16, is the Tower. So we can see that um, there's some disturbance can happen, but we also know that here is Temperance. She's saying right here, she came out first. She's saying, listen, you work with the alchemy. You get spiritual power, prowess. You work with the alchemy. This can be defeated, and this will go away. Okay? And yes, we all go through this, ups and downs, no doubt about it. But sometimes we can't help the outside uh, elements that bring us, um, troubles. But within, if we keep our psyche and our will strong, we can handle it. Okay, we can defeat it. So don't let it defeat you. Okay, and look up to Luna. She'll take them all out. Okay, no doubt about it. Okay, because the moon, to me, especially during full moons, Luna is the light in the darkness. Okay, she is the light in the darkness. So, and even at new moons, she's still there working with us. But just that's why it's so important. We must become our own alchemists, okay? The alchemists within. We learn to work with that fire and that water, and the mental thoughts, and we don't, you know, devoid ourselves from knowing what we need and want. Okay? So this was the card that popped out. So what do we have here? The Knave of Swords. Okay, so this is like the Page of Swords. So here we have some mental thoughts. So for my Libra friends, it seems like you're kind of thinking a lot for the month of November, or your thoughts could be a little caught up in the dark side of the shadow side. Let's say it like that, the shadow side. Okay, because this is a double whammy now. So, and this flew out. Okay, so this wild card flew out. So let's keep our mental thoughts in check. And you are an air sign, but you know you're about that balance too. Okay, so that's why we talk about balance in on this channel a lot too. You know, stay in the balance, keep the balance, especially with your thoughts. Okay, because every day changes. What could have been horrible yesterday can change like that. And if you bring in divine authority and you believe in the higher powers that be, they will come to save the day. Because that's how it works. Okay? But you can see that the determination that this a young man here, this young man, see, it's like he reminds me of, you know, young King Arthur, or when finally he was able to pull the sword, the Excalibur, out of the rock. You know that he is the chosen one. So consider yourself being the chosen one coming up for November. Okay, you're the chosen one, and no matter what, you're going to pull that sword out and you're going to prove that you wear the crown. Okay, you wear the crown. You wear the crown, and don't let anything defeat you, even the big bad devil there. Okay, because you know, he is around. He's always in the details. I say that a lot because he is. But when we use our mental prowess, you know, our strength of uh, character, and we're not confused, and we're not in fear, we're fierce and fearless as spiritual warriors. We can we can do everything. We can do anything and everything we put our minds to, as long as it's working with the divine. Okay, the divine. So again, not to repeat myself, but we really want to be our alchemists within, no doubt about it. And keep that patience, patience, patience. Things don't happen overnight. And Rome wasn't built in a day, right? But I think it came apart in a day. I mean, that's you need to keep it, you know, with worthiness and cleanliness. Oh my goodness gracious, the hangman has come again. Major Arcana. I just, for the reading I did yesterday, the last reading, see, my mind is, but anyway, 3 hangmen have come out, Major Arcana, for this month of November. So this is number 4, okay? So this is saying a lot. This is saying a lot. We have to not self-sabotage ourselves. We have to sacrifice ourselves, okay? It is about self-sacrifice, the hangman, okay? And it is about spirituality, and it is about mysticism, and your imagination and your intuition. So don't self-deceive yourself like, oh, I don't work with my intuition. Well, that's, if you don't work with your intuition, I can honestly tell you that's going to be coming in the details. If you don't have a spiritual bone in you, this is the first thing that's going to come for you. Why not? Right? Why wouldn't he? He's got you mentally in his hands already. So we have to be. So 4. Okay, I think I've been dropping these readings now. This is the 4th month for these monthly zodiac signs. This is the first time I've had 4 major arcanas, the hangman, 4 times come through. Okay, or any other card come through 4 times. No, this month for November, yes, and it's the hangman. So we want to get in check, and yes, we have to self-sacrifice. See this young blood here? I mean, this young page full of young blood, ready to go energy. He's sacrificing himself. He's literally crawling up to get that sword of truth, the Excalibur sword. Okay? He's sacrificing. He's self-sacrificing. But he's not sabotaging, because when he knows when he pulls it out, he's going to wear the crown. The crown. And trust me, this darkness here would love to see you fall and fail. Okay? That's what he's designed to do. To deceive you and then see you fall and fail. Okay? So don't be selling your soul to the devil, because that's what I was saying earlier. He's the soul catcher. Okay? He'll take you to that dark void, that 0-degree cold tundra. And you're lost. You're just a lost soul. Okay? So I'm really fascinated, really, that this came up. So let's see, what did I do with that little, okay, yeah, let me see what this little book says about their hangman that they pulled down. This is Major Arcana number 12. So I'm just curious what they say here about the hangman. Okay, doubt feeds the thirst for knowledge. Okay, hold on. All right. So it says here, the hangman. Doubt feeds the thirst for knowledge. Attaining knowledge means sacrifice and torment. Someone who is hanged is better off than someone who has nothing to hang on to. Okay, there you go. There you go. But it's not like hanging for death, or it's hanging for you to prove spirituality. And again, for the last three other ones, hangman that showed up, I relayed the story of Odin, the scriber of the runes, the Norse god who scribed the Viking runes. He literally, per what the wisdom is, that he hung on a tree. He was hanging from a tree, and that's how he scribed the runes. And it was a lot of torment for him. Okay, but he self-sacrificed himself to do it, and that is ancient wisdom that still holds strength. For you who follow me or just you new to me, I love reading the runes. I just read a rune for this full moon in Taurus, and it came out right on because they always do, and they seem to work great for full moons. So I bring them out majority of the times for full moon. So please, my friends, Libra especially, because you guys, that mental way of how you think a lot, let's keep it real, okay? Yes, we all have to sacrifice. There is no free ride. And if you think there's a free ride and you're going to accept it from this archetype, trust that your soul is lost. You're a lost soul if you do things like that. But there's no free ride, people, okay? I mean, and you can even know, like, people raised with a lot of money or whatever it is, even people in like royalty and stuff, how much sorrow they go through because they don't you know go within to spirituality, which you have to do. You have to know your spirituality, and I'm totally convinced we have to become our alchemists, because once you know the power of the elements and the metaphysics of life, which is pretty simple. You get what you give, okay? But if you understand the basics and then know the elements, this kind of energy won't be able to come. Now, it'll always be in the details because it wants to trip you all the time, but you just laugh at it. Ha 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 ha. Right? And look at this Luna, the full moon, right here. Well, this is a crescent moon here, but she's I love the moon. Even since like a little girl, I always kind of wondered where it was. I always wanted to know where she was. Okay, so that's so wonderful. And Temperance, another beautiful card to open up the reading. And yes, work with that fire spirit. And these are going to be new beginnings in November, no doubt about it. November is new beginnings for all of the zodiac signs, all of it. Okay, and don't let any disruption. The Tower, yes, totally. Things happen, right, people? Shit happens, right? No doubt about it. But after this Tower card, okay, after the devil comes to visit and you get this disruption, what's next? The Star card. And that's all about hope and making your dreams come true. So again, people, and really, I think it's more valuable when you've worked hard, sweat, blood, and tears, right? Isn't it how they say it? And then you achieve what you've wanted to. And it took you forever. Let's say maybe it did, but you achieve it. No one can take it away from you because it's you did it. You did it. So again, don't get your thoughts caught up in too much nonsense. Just work with spirit. Work that fire spirit, okay? And you can do it. Look at that. They're saying you can do this. Just have the right frame of mind, okay? Nothing's going to disturb you here, all right? Nothing. And yeah, let's, since it came from this deck and it came out, let's look at the Knave of Swords in this little card deck here. because I like to see what they want to say about this too. Their own card for the mental side in the Libras here. You know, because let's see the swords. So this was the knave. Okay, so this is like the page, the young blood for the court cards. A gesture of help can be revelation. Observe the gesture and not the person carrying it out. Okay, a gesture of help can be revelation. So, okay, so now I will add a little bit more to that. You know, ask for help. Ask for help. If you're feeling like things are a little tough, you know, you don't have to do everything on your own either. Ask for help. You know, you cannot receive if you don't ask. That's one thing I've learned, in not even in spiritual matters, for business or anything. You know, just don't assume. You ask, okay? And sometimes you do receive, and it'll be a win-win. But I still can't believe that 4 hangmen have come through for the month of November from different decks. That's the whole thing too. Different decks. So it's they got a message for us. They definitely have a message. Okay, it's all about self-sacrifice. Yes, it is. But you don't sabotage yourselves. Okay. All right. Very intriguing there. So let's see what Archangel Raphael has to say to close the reading for you, my Libra cardinal air sign here. And Archangel Raphael, he's a very healing. He works with the heart chakra. So come from your heart with everything you do. And even if you're working on a project or considering whatever you're working on, give it all. Give it your all. Body, mind, soul, you know, everything. Your heart, your core. Did I pull this card? Oh, my Lord, hydration came up, but let me just read it. I don't think I pulled this card, but dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day. And that's always good for all of us, okay? All of us. All right. Well, I'm not certain. See, I'm talking sometimes. I'm still caught up with this hangman card. 4 times coming out for the month. And I got 2 more readings to do. So let's see if it comes out again. I'll probably lose it if it does, but it's all positive. It's saying no more sacrificing yourselves, and or you know, sacrificing yourself to sabotage yourselves. Okay? You sacrifice to win with positive mental aptitude. Okay. Now I know I picked this one. Okay. Usually I always try to keep my cards that they're all in check. I missed that one, I guess. And yes, dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Oh, that's so awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So here we are. So you know that the truth is here. We just read about it. Don't go to the dark side, people. And yes, because the dark side is watching you, as are the angels. So that's why we want to make sure that we recognize who's on our team, okay? All right. And yes, from Archangel Raphael, you can do it. The answer to your question is yes, exclamation mark. You probably already knew this. And Archangel Raphael wishes to validate your intuitive feelings, okay? Intuition. Huge theme for November. This card is a talisman to help you deal with current situations and prepare for the future. Sometimes the greatest gift you can receive is knowing what to expect next. Raphael reminds you that everything can change in even more positive directions. So stay open to your intuitive wisdom, which will guide you along the way. Okay, intuitive wisdom. So tap that alchemist within you, okay, your magician self. And possible specific meanings, things are going in a positive direction. You're on the right path. A recent change proves healthful. Accept an offer that was made to you. A new opportunity is imminent. Yes, your feelings are accurate. Again, the prayer, dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. And that's what it all is. That's why then you don't get second guessing when people say, no, you can't do that. You know, especially the family people, right? They never want to see you succeed, you know, unless when you do succeed, then they're the first ones in there, knock, knock, can you lend me some money, right? I'm sure you've been there before, my dears. But it's all about you taking care of you and you respecting you and that intuition. Have patience, temperance, all about the patience. And, you know, if there's sacrifices to come, but if you do it in the right frame of mind, it's a win-win. Well, thank you for watching, everyone, and look forward to that November. It's all going to be happening. Ciao.